Southside to uptown, the city is back, cause we are. Yeah, we are. And that's a DC rising. You could better step on that, I put my city on my back. Man, I swear these niggas lying if they say my city down. You could better step on that, I put my city on my back.
I'ma do it for my Wizards again. We going all the way this year. What? Hey everybody, what is up, Wiz Nation, Wizards fans? How's it going? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Camingo, and we are here, season 8 of Wiz Nation, and we are close to a new NBA season. But 8 years doing this, even though the last two seasons, it's been rough because they haven't been winning lately, but I'm still here doing what I do, talk with basketball. And we got a lot to talk about today. This is the season preview show of the 2025-2026 Washington Wizards season. We got a lot to talk about. Here's what we have in store. First up, we're gonna look at the roster of the Wizards and preview some players. What do I expect from them this season? Second, we get to my and the fans bowl prediction news every year. Bowl predictions every year. Third, one of my favorite segments, we do the top 10 teams from the East and the West. And the last part show, you gotta stick around for that. I got something to say to y'all coming at, but before we preview the roster, let's recap the offseason. First, you already know offseason first offseason was the lottery where we got robbed of not getting crew flag. We ended up getting the sixth pick, but we'll talk about that sixth pick later on in the show. But it's all good. Flag is a Maverick, but we'll say that for another time. And the second thing was trading Jordan Poole for CJ McCollum to the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, McCollum is a Wizard and Poole is a Pelican. And then the three rookies drafted, including the 6th overall pick, none other than the best shooter in the draft, Trey Johnson. Yes, out of Texas. But the biggest offseason acquisition was getting the trade, getting Cam Whitmore. I'm gonna talk about him later on in the show when I preview the team. But getting Cam Whitmore is probably one of the best. To me, one of Dawkins' best trades he's ever done, and you're gonna find out soon later on in the season. But let's talk about this team here, this roster. Here is the projected starting lineup. At point guard, you got second-year guard Bud Carrington, who's going to carry the load now that Jordan Poole is gone. You got CJ McCollum, the veteran, because we're not ready to start Johnson yet. Small forward, he's still on the team. Chris Middleton. At power forward, it must be Balak Kubala, but he had thumb surgery during in EuroLeague basketball. Now power forward now is Keyshawn George. That's the big thing for him. And at center, even though he is hurt, but he's supposed to be back, hopefully during one of preseason games and going to the season, of course, Alex Sarr. And our second unit, to me, I'm going to go to the second real quick. We got Trey Johnson, he's the backup, because I expect a trade to happen so Trey can start in the future, because that's what we got Trey. We want Bub and Trey as our backcourt. As backup shooting guard, you got Cam Whitmore, because he's going to come to the bench with, because he's going to come with the bench start with, but we'll see he's going to start, because I heard as starter, he's real good as a starter. At small forward, I'm surprised he's still on the team. I thought he can get dough in the summertime. He's still here. That's Corey Kispert. And at backup power forward, now that without her, someone has to be power forward. It's either that rookie Will Riley or even Justin Champagne can be a backup small forward if you want. That's my power forward if you want to. He's my friend power forward and sometimes a guard. Even put Cam Whitmore at power forward because he's a tough physical guy. And who's gonna be a center? Cause looking at center now, who's the back center? Is gonna be Vujovic or Bagley. It's one of those two guys is gonna be the back center, but I expect him to be Bagley because he is back on the team now. But isn't Vooch a true player still? I think he is, but to me, I think Bagley is the backup center at the moment. Let's get to some of these players real quick. Now I'm gonna go to who's supposed to have a big year. Let's start with the year two guys. I'm gonna go with Bob Carrington. I said to him, reason why we traded Poole is what because that's why we got Bob Carrington for. This is why we got traded Jordan Poole away. It's because of Bob Carrington. You saw what he did uh towards the end of the season. Remember, he played all 82 games last season for a rookie. That's in this era of basketball, that's unheard of. That's hard to do. Play all 82 games. Cause back in the past, everybody wants to play. Everyone wants to play. People hate getting hurt, but in this day they want to rest, low management, whatever. But I'm expecting a big leap for Bob Carrington, and don't be surprised if he makes that leap for MIP and most important player this season. Also, I also want to talk about the Ricky Johnson. I want to say, but Johnson, I hope he's it can for rookie of the year. 'Cause I think he's the guy who's going to challenge Cooper Flag for a rookie of the year. Cause when he, I think, cause soon he's gonna start soon. I'll say he'll start probably around mid December. That's my hope, but. I expect a great year for Trey. Because Trey Johnson, to me, come to bench, you can be like, well, remember back in the day, he played for the Bulls back in the day. Ben Gordon, he was the best shooter in the draft, and he came out and won six man of the year. That's what I want to see from Trey Johnson. Come and get some points off the bench until he comes starter. Oh, and what else I'm gonna talk about real quick? Oh, let's talk about Keyshawn George. I know I'll talk about Derek Barry. Let's go to Keyshawn George. This is a big year for Keyshawn because he really shocked me last year. I think he's gonna play a lot last year because once Kyle Kuzma got traded, you saw what Keyshawn George what he can do. He is an all around power forward. He can shoot, rebound, defend. He's an underrated passer. I see in every game he'll get you those quiet 4, 5, 6 assists a game. I'm like, how's he do that? And also, yeah. Let's go move on from let's go to Alex Sark. I know he injured, but he has a big chip on his shoulder for this season. Because Alex Sark, cause every because people every time they take up that similar narrative because he's gonna be a buzz, whatever, blah 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 blah. This is a big year for Sar. It went healthy. When healthy, he's a monster. You saw what we did last year to the joke last year. We put up 34 on them and won the game. You saw that, right? So and also the outside, I hopefully he's a candidate. Hopefully not this year, but in the future, definitely future, defensive player of the year. Yes. And I want to talk to Bilal real quick, but actually we'll say Bilal Kubai later on next segment. But I want to talk about this guy real quick. This guy, he is gonna be my favorite wizard. You'll see, Cam Whitmore. Yes, and reason my favorite wizard because we share the same name, and get this, folks. I think Will Dawkins wanted Cam Whitmore in the draft in 2023, but we got Bilal Kubale. I think Cam he slipped down like late in the first round by the Rockets, but now he's here. He's a wizard. He's from the DMV. But I don't know he was a Ravens fan. We got to change all that boy because I'm a Washington fan. We got to change that boy. But we got Cam. He is a athletic freak. I seen his highlight. You see him. He can score, fly, dunk, whatever. He's got it, man. Cause he's gonna bring him and I think him and Trey, along with Corey Kispert, gonna bring that scoring punch off our bench this season. But Cam, I'm telling you, y'all, he's gonna surprise everybody. He is gonna shock the world. Ryan the Rocket said, you should have traded me, Houston, but he is home now. He is home, and there's a picture of Cam Whitmore. He had a picture of him when he was young. Had a picture of Martian Gortat. That's when you knew he was destined to be a Wizard. We got other guys too who gonna step up a bit. I want to see what that kid Riley gonna do. I know he was okay in some league, but once hopefully when Bilal is out for first week or two, I want to see what this kid can do when he backs up Keyshawn George and many others. And also, what I gotta talk about is the other Johnson, AJ Johnson. I keep saying, is he a guard or a point guard? Because we don't know who he is. But I expect him. He probably not gonna play a lot. But when he plays, bro, he's gonna bring that energy off the bench. You know what I mean? Because I think he's gonna play. Eventually, he's gonna play. But hopefully, he gets more playing times. Hopefully. But I ain't got much to say about CJ McCollum and Milton. You already know. You know what they're about. You already know what they're capable of. I don't expect them to be on the roster anytime soon because they're not long term type players. What we're trying to build, but I expect hopefully I'm not saying playoffs, but hopefully I see much more competitive Wizards team this season. Cause you saw with it once they made the trade when we traded Kuzma and them away, we got a little more more competitive in the year. Hopefully that will carry that into this season. So that's my take on this Wizards roster real quick. But we're gonna come back after this break. We're gonna get to mine and the fans' bold predictions. Stay tuned.
Keyshawn George can get in the paint now. You see how he can get to the foul line. He can finish, but better yet, he can facilitate.
Good hustle there by Washington. Poole. Blow! Climbing Mount Wimby. High in the sky. Parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. C'est méchant.
There you go.
And we are back, folks. We are back. It's that time for bold predictions. First, we're gonna do my bold prediction, and we're gonna do the fan bold predictions. I did on Facebook. I got a Wiz Nation Facebook group, but we're gonna get to mine first. Usually I do 3, but this year I got 4. All right, bold prediction number 1: the Wizards will have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players in the rookie sophomore game. You're going to see Bud Carrington, Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr, and Trey Johnson all playing rookie sophomore game. And I didn't know that happened before in the history of All-Star Weekend for the rookie sophomore game. We have 4 player same team playing in the rookie game. Usually you see 2 or 3, but 4, that's building something right there. That is something special right there. Number 2, Keyshawn George stays in the starting lineup the whole year. I think Bilal, to me, this year is gonna be the 6th man pretty much the whole year. And Keyshawn, if he shines, then Keyshawn is gonna be starting power forward rest of the season. Bobish number 3, 2 wing players get dealt for the deadline. We already know we said Milton and McCollum they're gonna be probably dealt for the deadline. But my Bobish is gonna be traded. I say Kispert or Bilal. I think one of those 2 players, 1 or 2, I think gonna be dealt on deadline, and we can get something good out of it. Going to whether we're winning or losing, hopefully get something good out of it. And last but not least, number 4, the Wizards hit the over in wins in FanDuel, because I do bet most of the time. The over under in wins is 21.5. I think we're gonna break that, because I know fans said we're gonna win. Not fans, but the media said we're gonna win 19, 18, maybe 14 wins, because I said NBA hates the Wizards. But I think this is the year we hit the over. And who knows, we could be the Pistons of last year, where they just came out of nowhere and there's a shocked everybody. They came to surprise team in the NBA. But now let's get to the fan position. We ain't gonna do all of them. We're gonna do like some. I'm gonna scroll down here and see let's see what we got here. All right. Gus Johnson says 35 win season. Book it. Okay, we'll see about that. Their win, that's enough to be like a 7-8 seed in the Eastern Conference. But okay. Alan A. Rice says Lowry pick top 5 this time. Well, hopefully top 5. We got screwed in the draft last year. We got sick because remember in the draft lottery, the three teams who had high hopes, it was Dallas, Philly, and San Antonio high hopes going to the year, had top 3, and the team who were in the bottom 3 got 4, 5, and 6, which is stupid. Next said Michael Vese says Altar averaged a double, 18 and 10. Now, if that happens, MIP. You can leave that. All right. Jeremy Drummer Boy Caesar says we win too many games and lose our top 8 projected pick. I pray it doesn't happen. That's some Ernie type shit. Well, yeah, it is. But we'll see what the Wizards what their mind is. Are they gonna win or tank? We'll see. We'll see what their mindset is this year. I like this. Ray Browning says Cam Whitmore win the dunk contest. Now I like this. Well, you see his dunk highs. I don't even dunk before. Cause I ain't won dunk contest in a while. Well, I have. We saw McClung won the last 3 dunk contests. So if Whitmore can dunk contest, I think he can possibly win. Him or Johnson, AJ Johnson. But I like that. Cam Whitmore wins the dunk contest. I like that. Oh, this is going overboard here. Randy Thompson says Trey Johnson averaged over 20 points a game. I don't think that's too much for rookie. Come off the bench. I don't think so. But maybe next maybe the next year, going second year. Yes, I agree. Now let's see. There's more. Ooh, Joshua Clark says we will have one all defense team and player and second. Ooh, one person on all team defense players, not first team, second team, but first team as hard to do. But I could see either Star being second team, going to the second year, but in future he'll be first team. You can believe that. Now let's see what I don't think there's any more you got, but Wiz fans, whoever trying to my Wisdom Facebook group, thank you. Now hopefully we'll see what happens this season, but it is what it is. Now after the break, one of my favorite parts of my previous show, we're gonna do my top 10 teams from the East and the West. Stay tuned.
You get Russell Westbrook right at the rim on the cut.
121-120. See Poole's numbers here in the fourth, 11 of his 16. JP with the hesitation, kicking it over to Keyshawn all alone. Got it!
Keyshawn George with the shot of the night, putting his team up 2 points here with 10 seconds left here in the fourth.
We're back again, y'all. You know what time it is. My favorite segment there every year. My top 10 teams, East and West. We're going to do the Eastern Conference first. Spoiler, y'all, the Wizards not in there. They got to prove it to me. So let's get started. Let's go to number 10. Number 10, the Miami Heat. Now, they were the 10 seed last year in the plan, but they still managed to make the playoffs. And there's the first full year without Jimmy Butler, but they did get Norman Powell, which is a good pickup. But if Heat want to be a sleeper team, Powell, I think this year for Powell, he has to be he should be all-star last year because he won the leading for most MIP last season. But they get a full year with Norman Powell, and the second year guy, you got a kid Ware, the big man. He put Ware and Bam together for a full year. They can something, and you can never sleep on Eric Spoelstra. He's one of the most best coaches in the history of basketball. And I know Hero's gonna be out for beginning of the year. You still got him. So I got the Heat at number 10. Number 9, I could be wrong, but we'll see. The Celtics. I know Tatum is gone and most of the guys are gone, but you still got Jaylen Brown, you still got Derek White, but you can't sleep on what's it called? I can't remember the coach name from the Celtics. I can't remember. I keep forgetting his name, but you can't sleep on him because remember first year when the coach from he coached the Rockets now when he got let go. People like, what's he gonna do? And what happened? Yeah, he came one of the best coaches in the basketball, and he got a championship. But this is Brown's opportunity to show that he can lead a team. Now, there's teasing about how Tatum could be back from a torn Achilles he had in the playoffs. He could be in February or in March. But if they're still around paying attention, they still may think can play a tournament. But I got playing tournament, but they could possibly miss the playoffs. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Number 8, another one I could be wrong. I got Indiana at number 8. I know Halliburton. I said this. He should have never played again in that. I know he wanted to play in Game 7, Game 6. Those 2 games when he got injured. He had that calf injury and all that stuff. But I learned remember having Kevin Durant. What happened? He had Kevin in the playoffs, and next thing you knew, he tore his Achilles. And then playing in the whole year. You should have learned from Kevin Durant. I know you wanted to play so badly, but always think what you have. But they're gonna miss Halliburton, but they still got enough. You still got Neesmith, and I know Turner's gone. They're center by committee. You got Pascal Siakam in the crew, and probably he's other one best coach in the league. That's Rick Carlisle. You can't question him either. This is the same thing when the Mavs won a championship when he was coaching. So don't sleep on him. And the Pacers, they're gonna be real competitive. So you can't see what Indiana. I know Tyrese and Miles is not there this season, but they're still gonna compete. And this is the year for Pascal to be the Pascal we saw in 2020 when he was by himself when Kawhi left. At number 7, here's a surprise. Milwaukee. Milwaukee is at number 7. I know I believe if Giannis is he gonna be committed to Milwaukee the whole year or half the season? But you did lose Dame Lillard though, and you still got old friend Kyle Kuzma. But here's their one Achilles heel guy. Like, who's their point guard? Their point guard is like there's no Dame, no Drew Holiday. Your point guard is basically Giannis, but as long as you have Giannis, you have a chance. But in Milwaukee is if Giannis stays the whole year, then they're playing. They're not a playoff team, but play a team at best. So I got them at 7. Number 6, I don't trust them, the Sixers, because they were probably most injured team last season. Everyone had them possibly get to the East Conference Finals last season and had high hopes, but Embiid, George, Maxey was injured for most of the year, and Jerry McCain, and he got hurt again, bro. He can't catch a break because remember McCain, he was on his way to getting Rookie of the Year. He was balling beginning of the season until he had an injury. But if those guys are healthy, they can be a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. But I got them at 6. At 5, it could be a toss up. I got, even though I trust them, Atlanta. Because is Trae Young happy there in Atlanta? Because I know he didn't get his attention yet because he's eligible to get one. But they went busy the offseason. You got Young, you got Kawhi Alexander, the Unicorn. You get Jalen Johnson back. You got Dyson Daniels. And I know Capella is gone. And I think that if that coach don't get together, I hit my prediction for Atlanta. If that coach, I think it's Quinn Snyder, if he doesn't get his team together, because I know they've been playing derogatory for the past 3-4 years or so after they made it to the conference finals a couple years back. If they don't get together, see high situation this year, that coach is out of here. At 4, Detroit basketball. You still got the same squad. You still got Kay Cunningham, Tobias Harris. You got Jaden Duran, Isaiah Stewart. You get the one point guard back. You get Jaden Ivey back. I know. I said that if they had Ivy and Stewart last year in the playoffs, I think they would have beaten Knicks in the playoffs. But the biggest acquisition they got was getting Duncan Robinson. And he lose Harvey Jr., but we now got Duncan Robinson, which is a good pickup because you need shooting to help Kay kind of get the assist that he wanted once. But Detroit, they're on the upcoming. They haven't won a series since what 2008, 2007, something like that. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since Detroit had winning in that city for basketball. So let's move on to number 3. Number 3, Orlando Magic. Now I had them at top 4 last year, but they were injured. They won the most injury last year. Cano Suggs was hurt, Pialo was hurt, Franz was hurt. And they were still winning games, being competitive, but it did call to them late in the season where they fell to they went from the 3-4 seed to the 7 seed, and eventually they got bounced in the first round. But when healthy, they can be a top 3 team, or maybe top 2 in the Eastern Conference. But we'll see. And I like the question to get Desmond Bane, which help because they lacked shooting last season, and they addressed that during the offseason. So I got them at 3. Number 2, the New York Knicks. Now, you did lose Tom Thibodeau, who was their coach. You got him and Mike Brown, which I'm like, okay. But still the same group, but same starting 5. And Brunson, Hart, Mikal Bridges, Cad, and then boy, Mitchell Robinson. But you did getting Jordan Clarkson, which is, I like that pick again, Clarkson. But Knicks fans, and people saying, is this the year Knicks get to the NBA Finals this year? We'll see, because Mike Brown, he did took Cleveland to the Finals in 07. So I got them at 2. They could be 1, but to me, number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers at number 1. Now, they shot everybody last year when they're 1 seed last year, but they are complete. You got Garland, Mitchell, same 5. Garland, Mitchell, Struz, Mobley, Allen. You got Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball to back him up. When healthy, Lonzo Ball is a good, effective player for them. And you get a full year of DeAndre Hunter. When Hunter came to the Cavs, that was it. People thought they're going to come out of these conferences, but injuries just caught in the playoffs. Mobley was banged a little bit. Garland was hurt most of the year. Allen, but when they're healthy, watch out for Cleveland again. So that was my top 10 East Conference. What y'all think? Next break, we're gonna get after the break. We'll go to the Western Conference. Stay tuned.
Champagnie to trigger. Wizards going for the win. Carrington, 1 second left. Bob, inside, off the glass. Oh! Yes! Bob Carrington ends the season with a game winner off glass. Let's go home.
Bob Carrington delivering right on time.
That's how you finish your rookie campaign, playing all 82 games. Bob, this one's for you.
And we are back again. And now we move on to the Western Conference. This was tougher than the Eastern Conference. Like every year, West is always hard. But here are my top 10 teams in the West. Number 10, here's the prize for y'all. The Portland Trailblazers. Yes, Portland is going to the play-in this year. Now, so last year, in the beginning in January, they were on a losing streak, and then once mid-January came, they got hot. They got hot late in the year, and they fell short of playing, but we knew it was coming. But I think this year, I think hope they keep the comments going from last year to this year. They can make a run at the playing tournament. So I got them at 10. Number 9, another surprise, Golden State. I know that they're up their age. You still got Steph, Draymond, 4-year Jimmy Butler. You signed Al Horford. You just signed Steph, and right on the nick of time, you did sign Don Kaminga, which I think y'all gonna trade him at some point during the season. But to me, I'm at 9 because are they gonna play most of the season? They're gonna be a low management, because I know Steph is getting up there in age, Draymond, and Jimmy, who doesn't care about the regular season. He all he care about is the postseason. So I got them at number 9. Number 8, another surprise, San Antonio. Yeah, hopefully Wemby is healthy. I know he got cut short due to blood clot injury. It happened after the All-Star break. But you got full year of De'Aaron Fox. You drafted Dylan Harper, number 2 overall. You got the reigning rookie of the year and Stephon Castle. And it's the first time. We'll see what this coach does. His name is Mitch Johnson, I believe. For the first time in forever, the Spurs got a new coach. We'll see what happens with that. That's me a challenge right there for San Antonio. But I got them A, but I could be wrong. At number 7, the LA Clippers. I know Clippers having some drama with the Kawhi situation, but I think they're the oldest team in the league. You brought Chris Paul back, who could be his last ride in the NBA possibly. You got my boy Brad. You still got James Harden. You got Brook Lopez. And I did like the John Collins pickup, but they could be 7. It could be 7 or 6, or maybe 5. Because remember last year they got. I think they were on the highest team in the second half of the season last year. So if they can prove me wrong, it could, like I said, they could be potentially be a top 5 team as conference like they were last season. At number 6, the Dallas Mavericks. They are deep. They got everything. I know Flag is there. You know, should not been a Maverick, but you got Flag, AD, Kyrie. When he come back in January, you signed DeAndre Russell. You still got Thompson, Lively, Daniel Gafford. Like they basically got everything they got everything right now. People think they're the challengers to the one of the challengers to the Oklahoma City Thunder, but Mavs they can possibly compete for a championship. Possibly. It came like what 2 years ago where no one thought about Mavericks and they made the trades and got that run to the championship. It could be like that. So we'll see. Number 5, the LA Lakers. Now Lakers, they have to dress a lot. I'll say they got bigger Aiden, and you signed up my boy Marcus Smart, and it's a full year of Luka Doncic in Laker uniform for a full season, which shocked everybody when he got traded to the Lakers. And you still got LeBron James, and is this the final year of Austin Reeves in LA? Because he gonna test a free agency in the Austin. So this is a big year for Austin Reeves. But the Lakers, they still think they're gonna win championship. Hopefully, Shannon will be that full Shannon Sharp come team saying Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. Said that every time, and what happened? You lost in 5 in the playoffs. So I got Lakers in 5. At number 4, it could have been 2, but I got the Rockets at 4 because Van Vliet injury just ruined it. That is a huge blow to the Rockets. That's your floor general right there, right there, and your clutch player in the fourth quarter. But you still, and then they got off. You still got the extras and Kevin Durant. You got Amen Thompson, who's a flat out stud, but can't make free throws. You still got Alfred Sengun. You got Jabari Smith. So they're still a top 14 in the Western Conference. If you got Kevin Durant and you got Coach Udoka, you have a chance. So I got them at 4. At number 3, the Timberwolves. I know they lost Nickeil Walker-Alexander, but I think that one point, who's the point guard, the back point guard that they drafted last year out of Kentucky? You got remember his name. He hope he plays more. You still got Ant-Man and Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. Because every year, do not sleep on this Timberwolves team. Because the last 2 years, they've been slept on and made the conference finals 2 years in a row. 8 years ago, they were 3 seed, made it. Last year, there were 60 people that they were finished with the Lakers. And what happened? They beat the Lakers in 5, beat the Warriors in 5, but eventually lost the Thunder in 5 in the conference finals. So hopefully for Ant-Man, the third time will be a charm, and hopefully this time make it to the finals for the first time for his career and for the team as well. I think the Timberwolves have never been to finals. So will the third time be a charm? We'll see. Number 2, Denver. You basically addressed it in all season. You know, you let Mike Malone go. Where I can't remember the name. The coach. Adelman. That's his name. David Adelman. Same 5, but minus Michael Porter. 5 and Murray and Christian Brown, Cam Johnson. That's a good pickup there. Cam Johnson is a great pickup. You traded for Michael Porter Jr. Still got Aaron Gordon and the Joker Jokic. You got my boy Jonas Valanciunas. You got Bruce Brown back in the saddle. So they can, who knows, they're trying to go for another run at a title this year. But we know number one is it's the champs, the Thunder. I don't know much to say about them. They're the same team from last year. They're trying. I think to me they're gonna be the dynasty, the next dynasty in the NBA. Hopefully, because we know every year for the past how is it 7 years, we got a different champion. But I think this dynasty could be the next dynasty that we haven't seen since the War dynasty. Because they built because they from the ground up after they dumped Russell Westbrook, KD, and they just tore it down and what happened? Champions. That's what I'm talking about right there. And not know let's have a super team and we're going to championship year after year. No, you build through the draft, and that's what they did. So, number say so. What do y'all think? Top 10 East and West. What do y'all think? Now we got one last break. I want to share some final thoughts before we head out of here. Stay tuned.
Misses. Rebound. Picked up by Van Vliet. On the bounce to Tate.
Oh my goodness.
Hammer.
How about that look off from Jayshawn Tate? I didn't even see Cam Whitmore.
And we're back one more time. Now, before I get to my last thoughts, there was some Wiz news and the offseason that just like stunned me, but we knew it was coming. And that is former Wizard and one of the greatest Wizards ever, John Wall, has retired from basketball. Now, I want to get to share some moments, but here's what I think about John Wall. Man, he made Wiz basketball fun for me in my lifetime. I know the Gilbert days was good and Michael Jordan during my days, but John Wall was electric. Cause I do remember before we got him, I think we were in the lottery in 2010. When I was in high school, people like, y'all ain't getting the top 8. Y'all still got Gilbert come back, and once we got the very, I was like, we got him. John Wall is ours. Cause we knew once John was there, we knew it was the end of Gilbert. But those days were fun, man. Even the first 2-3 years of his career in Wizards, we were in a rebuilding mode, and then when Brad came, Nene, Gortat, Trevor Ariza, Paul Pierce, those guys, fun times happened. We were winning playoff series. We were upsetting teams in the playoffs, beating the Bulls in 5 games in the playoffs, and sweeping the Raptors where no one gave us a chance to win. And also our 2017 season where we went on like a 70-game home win streak, beat the Hawks in 6, and that crazy John Wall shot to force game 7. Even though he came up short, freaking Kelly Olynyk. But those times, those were one of the best times in my lifetime as a long-time Wizards fan, man. So John Wall, enjoy your retirement, and I know I'll be seeing you. I know you got the gig on Amazon on Prime calling games. Hopefully, I think we got one game on Prime. He'll be calling the game when we play Milwaukee, when we play on Prime Video. Hopefully, I will see your analysis calling the game. I would love to see that. So please make it happen. Please make it happen. So, and here's some thoughts on the show. You know, last 2 years we didn't do a lot of fun. Last 2 years because we were because it was season over before it even started. But hopefully we get some more we'll get into some fun. Hopefully, you'll see me doing when I go to the game, when we win, you'll see me do the you'll see that, and hopefully, and you're gonna see some same thing. Hopefully, if you're new to here, you're gonna see segment like headlines. You're gonna see that all the time, and hopefully, we do some new segments this season and bring some old segments back that we had in the past. But hopefully, this season we have hope. Not I don't say fun, but a little fun this season. But I want fun anyway, because I am fun. But it is what it is. But can't wait to talk to y'all this season. And I will be at the Wizards game, home opener, in a couple weeks when they play the Charlotte Hornets. Can't to see my Wizards family again. I cannot wait. It's gonna be fun like always, even though it's been rough the last couple of years. But it's always fun seeing some Wizards fans at the game and all that. But can't wait for another season. The season begins in a couple weeks. I'm ready. So that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all know the deal. Follow me on Twitter at Kamingo. Same Instagram. My Wizards page, Twitter at Wiz_Nation. Instagram Nation_Wiz. Thank y'all. Peace.